What if the place we know today as New York City once looked nothing like a city at all? What if the land where millions of people now live was once covered with forests, rivers, and wildlife? Today, Manhattan is filled with skyscrapers, bridges, and endless traffic. But in 1609, this island was something completely different. No buildings, no streets, no Times Square, no Statue of Liberty. Instead, there were dense forests, Native American villages, and quiet rivers flowing through untouched land. In this video, we're going to travel back more than 400 years and reconstruct what Manhattan looked like when the first European explorers arrived. Because the story of New York didn't begin with skyscrapers. It began with wilderness. Long before it was called Manhattan, this land had another name. The Native American people who lived here called it Mannahatta. The name roughly meant island of many hills, and that description was accurate. In the early 1600s, Mannahatta was a wild and beautiful island. Thick forests covered most of the land. Oak trees, chestnut trees, and maple trees grew tall across the island. Between the forests were open meadows and wetlands, filled with birds and small animals. Rivers and streams ran through the land, eventually flowing into the Hudson River. The coastline looked completely different from today. Instead of concrete waterfronts, there were rocky shores, sandy beaches, and quiet coves where fish swam in clear water. Wildlife was everywhere. Deer moved through the forests. Beavers built dams and streams. Wolves and foxes hunted in the woods, and the sky above Mannahatta was filled with birds. It was a world that felt closer to nature than anything we see in New York today. But the island was not empty. It was home to the Lenape people. But everything began to change in the early 1600s. In the early 17th century, European nations were racing to explore and claim new lands. Spain, France, England, and the Netherlands all wanted access to the rich resources of North America. One of those explorers was a man named Henry Hudson. Hudson was an English navigator working for the Dutch East India Company. In 1609, Hudson sailed across the Atlantic Ocean on a ship called the Half Moon. His mission was simple but ambitious. He was searching for a northern sea route to Asia. European traders hoped to find a faster path to China and in India for valuable goods, like spices and silk. Instead, Hudson discovered something else. As his ship sailed along the eastern coast of North America, Hudson spotted a large river. Curious, he decided to explore it. This river would later be known as the Hudson River. Hudson sailed past the island of Mannahatta and into the wide river that stretched far into the interior. From the deck of his ship, Hudson would have seen something incredible: endless forests, rolling hills, and an island that looked nothing like the Manhattan we know today.